Link to my Discord server is in the description down below. Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to the Zozoms. My name is G-2 and today we are going to be taking a look at the 109 G-2 trop. But I've already made a video on this. But it's old. It's outdated. If you want to go watch it anyways, it's in the upper right hand corner. But the reason why I'm making this video is because it's been over a year since I have made a review on this vehicle, and plenty of other aircraft have been added around this certain section of BR area. And I wanted to see if this aircraft still performs like it used to. If it still has its crown, basically. And as you'll see in the gameplay, I think it does. I think it still does. Anyways, let's get right into the stats. Alright, so let's get right into the stats. So this vehicle is armed with a single 20mm cannon that is in the nose cone, and it also has two 7.92mm machine guns. Up here, the 20mm has 250 rounds of ammunition, and the 7.92 has 1,000 rounds. You can also unlock the gun pods modification, which sits in tier 4, right here and down here in the corner, which you can install two more 20mm, one under each wing. Both of those get 100 rounds each. Now, this vehicle's maximum speed when completely upgraded is 682 kilometers an hour at an altitude of 6,500 meters, but with the gun pods on, it decreases by 10.8 kilometers an hour, dropping to around 6,071 kilometers an hour, with the maximum altitude of this vehicle being 13,200 meters. The turn time, well, the rudder turn time for this vehicle is 19.0 seconds, with an extra 1.2 seconds added with the gun pods, and the rate of climb is a pretty good 23.2 meters a second, but minus 2 meters a second because you'll have the gun pods on. Now let's move on to the armor real quickly. From the front, you have a 60mm bulletproof glass plate protecting your pilot. Now, protecting your pilot's head, you have two 10mm plates, and then protecting his back, you have an 8mm plate. Protecting his butt, it's a 4mm, and protecting the rest of his leg is a 4mm. Now, you also have this 21mm steel plate in the back here, and you also have this 4mm steel encasing. Now, you have that because there is a giant fuel tank behind your pilot, but that's nothing to worry about. Really nothing to worry about here. I mean, watch your liquid cooling systems, watch your engine, and watch your fuel tanks. That's all I would say. Okay, so one last thing before we get into the gameplay footage. If you would like the skin that I have for this vehicle, link will be in the description down below. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. It might have a swastika on the tail. I'm not sure though. Just keep that in mind. But yeah. Alright, anyways, so welcome to a standard match on what I think this is it's either Operation Berlin or Ruhr. I'm gonna say Ruhr. But anyways, guys, so I am about done reaching my, well, the top of my climb, and I've spotted a few things, or at least our team has. So we have two P-63s chasing down one of our BB-238s, and then in front of me we have a P-47 and a Spitfire. Now, there is an XP-55 that I just spotted, and, well, I'm not really going to risk my chances being below that thing. So I go into a 20-degree climb, and I alert my team that there is a UFO up. Now, I know that that thing can climb high and fast, so I go to a 20-degree. I said 20-degree earlier, I meant 15. But I go into a 20-degree so I can just kind of, you know, keep going with them. Now, at this point, if I was at XP-55, I would have straightened out and just tried to go head on with them. But he didn't. And what he does next surprises me. He kind of stalls, and then he tries to run away. Luckily for us, we get some pretty good shots in there after some minor server lag, killing him. I honestly didn't expect to get that kill. So, now there's three vehicles below me that I could potentially go for. Two Spitfires and a P-63 in the distance over there. Now I try and go for the Spitfire, but I turn off instead because of the way he... Actually, no, I don't turn off. I lied. He turns into me, I fire, and I get a good pilot snipe on him. that means our second kill of the match has been achieved. Now, the P-63s are above me, but because I have so much speed, I'm going to go into a 30-degree climb, I think that was, and just book it back upwards, and make sure I get above that one P-63 over there, because he kind of scares me being above me. Anyways, I'm going to turn around now, and see if I can go and engage that P-63 that's still at altitude. He is now spotted for me, and judging by the way that his name is being displayed, he can see me too. And when I turn in, he turns in towards me too. So I'm looking at the leaderboards to just see who's alive and what I'm facing and stuff if I can. And I'm watching the surroundings down below me, see what's happening down there. Now, there's the P-63, he just got spotted again. And he is making a valiant effort to once again climb, which you saw how that worked out for that guy. But this guy's not pulling away from the head-on, but he goes upside down, and for some reason that just made it a whole bunch easier for me to kill him. Anyways, we fire a few rounds into him, and he just blows up. And now there's nothing more up here at altitude. Everyone dived down low, or at least so I think. I don't remember where that other P-63 went for now. Or at least I think it was a P-63. But I spot this P-51, who's basically stall turning, and, well, I seize the opportunity. I'm coming in on almost a perfect approach here. Aim. Get a few sparks. Aim a little bit more. There goes his wing. Fly right past him. Now, there's also the P-47 in front of me, who's going into a stall turn as well. I'm just going to take the opportunity, fire a few shells, and get a good hit in there just to kill him. I honestly don't know what I hit. Making my, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th kill of the match. So an ace within that amount of time. Now, for the rest of the match, I don't really do anything, as you'll see. I'm determined to try and find that F6F, that's down low attacking light pillboxes. But I can't see him, so who knows where he is. I'm kind of expecting him to be down here at A, but I don't see him anywhere. So I'm looking around for other pillboxes he could be at. Now I see that cluster over there to the left, and I'm thinking, well, he could be there. I mean, I don't know. And, oh look, there's a Spitfire altitude. Surmaz. So I'm going to go back into a climb again, see if I can catch him, and maybe potentially get a few hits on him, get a kill assist, or if I'm lucky, kill him. Oh, but here he comes. He wants to push a head on with me. How well has that worked out before? I don't know. Anyways, trying to do our little evasive to get closer. Unfortunately, we run out of cannon pod shells, so none of those hit, because I was aiming for the cannon pod shells to hit. And, well, I turned my aircraft around to try and catch him. Now, I know that I probably can catch him if I try hard enough. And I want this "my plane is on fire" guy to just go into a left turn. Nothing like a strong left turn, but just a small, like a slow, very elongated left turn. And I was about to say in chat, bait him, but then I kind of thought about it. Now, I want to get up close and personal within at least 0.4 kilometers. But the problem is, I'm not going to get him within 0.4 kilometers of the way that he's flying. Now, he goes into a turn here. I try to aim, but we get a very unfortunate spark on his tail there. I would have liked to see what that would have done. Anyways, for some reason, he's not, like, just turning, and which probably is a good idea, considering the amount of enemies he has on him. And there's that F6F. Where did you come from? Now, I know that I will never win in that turn, so I just disengage and go for the F6F. This other G-2 trop had the same idea as well. And he goes in for a few stats. I get a few hits in. I go to pull up, and I'm thinking, okay, now I can turn around to deal with the Spitfire, but the Spitfire's coming directly at me. I'll never turn in time. So I do a small little roll, so he goes over me, and as I am turning back to get more shots on him, another Spitfire is diving out from the clouds. So he's being baited kind of by Yamahi, sorry. And right here is where I'm trying to get really close up and personal with him. Fire a few shells, but there comes that Spitfire 5C, ending my streak. Anyway, anyways, we got 1 kill assist and 5 air kills that match. Not bad. Anyways, yeah, I'd say that this thing still has its superiority very much. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like down below and subscribe if you liked it a lot. So yeah, see you in the next video.